Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some investigation work on the Audi TT. So yes, welcome back. Today we are going to be working on the Audi TT. Ever since I've had this car back together, it always starts like this. So it doesn't matter hot or cold, that's how it starts all the time. It's really sluggish to pick up. Once it gets going, it runs absolutely fine. Leaving it on idle, it's great. Even giving it a rev, absolutely fine. But for some reason, starting it up just seems to be a real struggle. So first thing I did was plug it into an OBD scanner, and this was the fault code that came up. Pretty self-explanatory. Camshaft position sensor A, solenoid, open circuit. So on these cars they have VVT, which is variable valve timing, and on the cam chain tensioner it will move up and down, which will then increase the duration of the cams being open or closed. So I thought what I'll do first is check it over and see where we're going wrong. So as you can see, I've already taken a few bits and pieces off because I was extremely confused when I found there is no solenoid for the VVTi. Here is the plug for it, which I never noticed when I put it back together, and there's nothing for it to go to. Now, on this cam chain tensioner here, there should be a little solenoid that sticks out here with a plug, which is what that meant for. However, it's not there, which means that either this cylinder head has been replaced with a non-VVTi head, or someone has put the incorrect cam chain tensioner on. Don't know why, don't know how, but the engine code for this head says ARY, so that means that either the internals of the head have been replaced by a non-VVTi system, or someone really has just gone the cheap route, found a cam chain tensioner, thought that'll do, and thrown it on. However, that means you haven't got the VVTi solenoid. So I think that's probably causing the main issue we're running, because the ECU's not seeing where the actuator is, so it doesn't know whether the cams have been advanced or retarded. So I think that's the biggest problem we've got now. I'm going to have to try and source and order a new VVTi solenoid cam chain tensioner and get it replaced. So I'm going to have to wait a week or so, get the part in, and then hopefully we can give that a change, and fingers crossed that solves our issue. Right, so I've removed the driver's side wheel so I could time it up, which I've just done. I put the cam cover back on, timed it up on the cog, on the gear, and then I've removed the cover because on the cam cogs at the other end where the chain is, there's these two little notches. And in between those two notches, there should be 16 links between the two notches, and there is. So at least I know that it's been timed up correctly. But I now need to take that off. So to do that, I am going to remove the intake cam position sensor, and I'm going to remove the intake cam. Hopefully, I can leave the exhaust cam in place by doing it this way. So what I'm going to do now is take that off, remove the cam, and then hopefully we can get all this free. Well, here it is, the hydraulic chain tensioner. Which broke into about 1 million pieces when I took it apart, because that came off, that came off. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what on earth is going on here, because it's a genuine Audi part. So whether they were having issues with the VVTi and they've just sourced a non-VVTi chain tensioner, but then why would you go through all that hassle and effort of changing it when fitting the incorrect part? I mean, I don't know. This car is literally just confusing me every single step of the way. So I've ordered up a new one, which will be here next week. So until then, this is how it's going to sit, ready for the new part. So first of all, I'd like to apologise for the state of me. I've just finished work. Annoyingly, the part is at home. I'm just not there. I'm now stuck at work in Kent, so I can't get the solenoid back into place just yet. Obviously, I'm really hoping that by fitting this VVT solenoid, it's going to sort the starting issue, because obviously at the minute the ECU's not happy, it's seeing the sensor's not there. So I'm really hoping that it's going to be a case of fit that up, time the chain properly, and then it's going to be starting and behaving as it should. But until I'm home, I can't
I can't fit it, I can't rebuild it, and I can't find out. Obviously, if it's still not starting properly, I have got a couple other ideas that I'll have to test. One being the crank sensor and the other being a cam sensor. So until I get this put together, I literally can't go any further. So unfortunately, this is where I'm going to have to end it today. But thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.